It's a new you, starting today, starting right now. A new day, changes to make, we'll show you how. Renew your mind, teen. Are you ready to transform? One step at a time, line up in line. New you, changing lives, one goal at a time.
Thank you so much for joining us today. I'm Shay, and we are here at the New You Show, and we are so excited to have you with us today. This show focuses on you, changing lives one goal at a time. And I cannot tell you how excited I am to be with special guest as well, our other co-host. So again, I'm Shay.
I'm Nelson.
I'm Kaz.
And I'm Tara.
And we have an exciting, exciting show for you today. And first, we're going to talk about New Year's resolutions here in Tampa Bay.
Did anybody write out some New Year's resolutions for this year?
I actually did. I actually wrote out some New Year's resolutions.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, like
good
what?
for you.
Well, first and foremost, I want to be a little bit more fitter. So I'm trying to watch what I eat, coming off of the holidays. Want to make sure that, I'm eating healthy and eating right, taking care of the body.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That makes sense. And what about you, Tara? Did you do anything?
Yeah, I actually started preparing for my New Year's resolution in September because I had a long way to go. So I wanted to have my bikini body back by summertime. So I've lost 40 pounds.
Oh, yay, good for you.
Keep just, envisioning in my mind. So, getting your body right is about getting your mind and your spirit right as well. So.
That is true, 40 pounds. How did you do it?
A lot of exercise, dieting, I quit drinking. That was a big thing.
For you, how did you end up, deciding to do that? Did you have someone that was in your corner, being your biggest fan, to do that, Tara?
I think you have to start with being your own biggest fan. I think you have to just start to look yourself in the mirror and say, enough is enough. Let's be the best me I can be. And for me, it was about taking the next step, just showing up and just feeling better about myself and thinking better about myself, and just one step after the next. It starts unfolding for you.
I have a similar goal, like Kaz said, go back into the gym. Kind of similar, not to get the bikini body, but get a nice beach body.
If you want a bikini. Yeah, if you want
I'll just stay on my side of the beach wear for that.
That's exciting. Well, one of the goals that I'm trying to do this year, guys, is play acoustic guitar.
Wow.
Do any of you guys know how to play guitar?
I play the bass.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
I played Guitar Hero before.
Yeah.
That's not quite the same.
Okay.
But I do really want to learn to play. It's been one of those things that I've been wanting to do for such a long time. And it's exciting because I actually have some teenagers around me that are trying to do a band. And so they're going to be kind of my mentees, if you will, or my mentors, as I go through this really new goal for myself this year. So I'm really, really excited.
And we get inspiration from everywhere, huh?
Yeah, you got to do it. You need support when you have a goal. Isn't that true?
Absolutely.
What's your first step for learning how to play the acoustic guitar?
Well, that's a great question, and this is something that I think everybody at home can relate to, right? Is first, when you have a vision in mind, you have to make it simple. You have to make it plain. So once you know that you have that passion, you have that desire, it's important for you to literally write down the steps to help you accomplish that goal, right? And so for me, it was, okay, who do I know that plays guitar, one, and then who can help me do it free, right? Because I was not about to fork out any dollars for that, right? And so with that being said, I actually wrote down kind of like a timeline of things that I wanted to do and when I wanted to do them to make sure that I accomplished this goal. And so after I did that, I just started doing it. And so once a week, I practice. And that's helping me make steps right towards my goal.
Maybe one day you can come on the show and we can see how your skills are.
Maybe I'll be your special guest one day. Everybody has a goal, and I'm sure that you have a goal too. Well, we want to hear about it. So email us or call us. We want to hear from you. We want to know what we can do to help you reach your goals and help change your life one goal at a time. Everybody has a dream, but a dream becomes a goal when you put some great principles and tools to it, and we will be your biggest fans and your biggest cheerleaders to help you reach your goals, changing your life. Again, one goal at a time. Email us today. Now, back to the show.
Give us a call. Our number is 1-800-548-0119. Call in, drop us a line. Let us know what was your New Year's resolutions and how you're trying to accomplish those goals. We'd love to hear from you.
Great. You know, speaking of goals, the book I read outlined how goals should be realistic and attainable. Shouldn't reach for the moon because you're not going to get there. But and it also talked about how you should have like a time check for yourself. So you work on your goal a little bit, and then you have like maybe 2 months, and then you evaluate where you are. If you need to back up and start again, or just check your progress, and it might keep you going forward and pushing forward.
Well, that sounds really good. Well, for you at home, if you want to take a look at that book as well, we will be glad to flash it on the screen in a few quick minutes so that you too can take advantage and learn what Nelson did about how to accomplish your goals. There's nothing like helping someone meet their goals. And you, if you're a business owner, you have a unique opportunity to help others change their lives one goal at a time. We are always looking for business sponsors that want to contribute to the show and be part of the journey of transformation in others. It's such a wonderful effort that we all get a chance to partake in that helps us to have new results, new communities, and new people as a result of your efforts helping us with this show. So if you'd like to be part, call us today and don't delay. One thing that we want to talk about next is some nice and exciting tools, right? Tips that users can do really that are really easy to use in terms of their goals. Have you all heard about the SMART principle? Yeah?
Oh, yes.
What does it
Sorta,
stand for?
not really.
Not really?
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of,
I'm
not
not
really?
gonna lie.
Your honesty.
So for those at
not
home
really.
that may not be exactly versed, kind of like this one over here, the SMART principle is one that really stands for 5 simple kind of tools to help you reach your goals. So the S stands for simple. Keep goals simple, right? The next one is M, which means measurable. Make sure that your goal is measurable so that every day you can track it and you can see your own progress towards your goal. A means attainable. It has to be something that someone can achieve. If it's not attainable, then why do it, right? Like you said, who wants to shoot for the moon knowing that we probably can't get there by our feet, right?
Right, exactly.
And then in terms of R, you want results. And once you're able to see the results, like you, Tara, losing 40 pounds, you tracked that, you saw and you quantified that it was 40 pounds, you saw the results and you were quite happy with it. And I know that you can get there again if that's what you want. And then in terms of the T, trackable, right? You want every goal that you have to be trackable in a way that you can track it. So that's a really quick, simple tool that we encourage you on the New You Show to use to help you meet your goals.
I think maybe they should add another letter to that, F for fun. Because I think if a goal is fun, you're more likely to achieve that goal. You know, you want to put some excitement into it, have some fun with it, and more than likely you're going to achieve that goal and keep going with it.
That is so
And
cool.
then the acronym will be SMARTF.
SMARTF?
the word.
SMARTF? That's harder to
Yeah,
say.
the F, right?
But I
You're going to have to
definitely
kind
want
of
that.
try to rearrange it a little bit to make it work.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's true.
Here's our daily dose for today. Every day you should practice positive affirmations, one step closer to your goal. Because one goal at a time, you're going to get where you need to go. And today, your daily dose from the New You Show is widen your view. If you're having trouble finding an answer, it's probably because you're continuing to look in the same places you've already looked. Thoughts become things. So get imaginative. Get creative. If there are no good solutions where you've been looking, then widen your view. The answers and opportunities are most certainly out there. In order to discover them, you must venture out, be creative, attract the things and people to you that can help you reach your goals. By widening your view and not looking in the same places you've already looked, you can achieve so much more. Conditions change, people change, the whole world can quickly change. Just maintain a positive attitude and stay focused on what you want to happen, not on what you don't want to happen. Because by focusing on what you do want to happen, then you will bring it into your widened view.
This weekend, I kind of tried a new thing I haven't done since I was a little kid.
What? What was that, man?
I went down to the park, got up on a swing, and I just swung like a little kid.
Aww.
Yeah, just let it all hang out, let the stress run away
Let
from
it
me.
all hang
The
out,
other
that's
kids were looking at
funny.
me kind of funny, like, what's this big guy doing on the swing?
Well, I'm sure you were the biggest kid there.
I was the biggest kid there, but I had a blast. And
But I also heard that you guys played football this weekend, and unfortunately I couldn't be there to, show you guys up. But we have some footage to pretty much show you what you guys did out there.
Wow.
Here it goes.
Thank you for tuning into the New You Show. I'm Peter, coming to you with another New You Roadshow special. We're here at Super D Tropical Bar and Grill, a great venue, with the owner, Super D. How's everything, Super D?
Good.
Okay. I just want to thank you definitely for allowing us to come in and interview or talk to you about your beautiful establishment. But just like everything, let's start off with the first question. What was your New You moment?
My New You moment is accepting life, what it have to offer, and thus motivate myself and elevate it to the fullest.
Great, that's great. How did you start? What challenges did you have in starting your own business?
Starting this business was a budget, paycheck to paycheck. You know, robbing from Peter to pay Paul, but I'm still hanging in there.
Is there any advice you'd like to give to anyone in thinking of starting their own business, especially the entertainment business?
Just if you love what you do, just stick to it, no matter what. Just keep going, keep doing it over and over again until you get it.
Okay. Just looking around, I'm looking around at this beautiful venue. Where did you get the idea from, just to get this venue or build this venue, and just have this beautiful atmosphere?
Well, I started off promoting in different venues, and I'm like, you know what, I need to get something that's represent back home, real yard style. You know what I'm saying? When you come here, you feel like you're back home in Jamaica, Trinidad, Guyana, VI, wherever, Caribbean, you know. So that's why I say I need to have something steady, and that's how I come up with this.
And being one of the patrons here, I definitely get that vibe or that feeling when I'm here. But other than that, just feeling that being home, would that you say is the main feeling that you want, people that come to Super D to have, or is there anything else any other feeling or any that you'd want them to leave here with?
Well, my thing is when you come to Super D, you come in as a customer, but you leave as family. And then, as I mentioned before, about having the feeling of being back home, you come here, you get the best food, jerk chicken, jerk pork, whatever, you know what I'm saying? You're going to feel like you're back home.
As we know, you're working on some goals at home, and we would love to help you with that on the New You. Coming from a commercial break, we have a very special guest, one of our own, Kendall, who's going to let you know about his new year, his new goals, and his new aspirations. A word from Kendall when we return from our commercial break.
Now Tampa Bay can experience the real taste of Chicago with Full Circle Pizza and Grill's authentic style deep dish. Available Sunday through Thursday, with all other pizzas available every day of the week. And you won't just find pizza on their menu. From burgers to wings to soups and salads, Full Circle Pizza and Grill offers a variety the whole family will love. Come enjoy the fun atmosphere or carry out and make it a movie night. Located at 18651 Bruce B. Downs Boulevard in Tampa.
So, as promised, we have a special guest in studio today with us. That special guest is our very own on New You, Kendall. He's here to teach us about the ways that he's going about meeting his New Year's resolution, and also here to help you to let you know how you can do the same thing. So, Kendall, when did you notice that you needed a new you?
I noticed that when December 31st rolled around and I had quit smoking cigarettes and then I started smoking cigars. That was a sign that there's a problem and I need to make a change. So I thought about changing that, and I'm working on quitting smoking cigars now.
How long have you been smoking?
That's an interesting question because I've been smoking probably since I was 15, so give or take 25, 30 years ago. And, you know, my whole family smokes, the aunts smoked, the grandparents smoked, and so I think that's how I got started. And so now I need to stop that cycle and think about myself first and some of the loss that I've seen because of the smoke, and I know it's bad for you. So I'm on a different wavelength now.
So what are the steps that you're taking to just start that out?
I really don't necessarily have a process other than I have it up here mentally. I'm programming myself, okay, I don't need a cigarette or I don't need a cigar. Let me drink a soda. Let me chew some gum. So that's kind of where I'm at now, and then I'm limiting what stores I go to because Wonderful. I know depending on what store you go to, they're going to sell them to you. Matter of fact, they asked me, are you here for a cigar? No.
Yeah, that's smart. That's smart. Yeah.
Be strong.
Yeah.
I'm trying. It's the new year. It's been about 30 days, so we'll see how it goes.
Wonderful.
I scaled down a little bit. Didn't completely quit, but I'm down to maybe 1 cigar every 2 days.
No, you start a little bit and you work your way from there. That's good.
Little baby steps.
So, Kendall, what's next for you?
I don't really have a next. I think this thing is going to take me through this year. 2014 is a little different for me. I got some things going on at the house, my personal life. So I don't know if I necessarily have a next. I'm just going to try to focus on this one thing, do this right, and then move on to
one
something
step at a
else.
time.
One step at a time, just like they say. It's a program.
Right, it's realistic. Take your time with it. Keep the stride going.
Right.
So, Kendall, I have to ask, they say that people smoke out of stress and that kind of increases amongst time, but is there any positive advice that you have to share with our viewers that may be going through the same things at home to help them become new?
It's very easy when you get stressed to pick up a cigarette, pick up a beer or a cigar and smoke, but I have to channel that negative energy into something else. So I got a pool in my backyard, so as soon as the spring gets here, I'm going to be swimming, doing a couple of laps to kind of burn off some of that negative energy, and maybe I'll start going to the gym this year. I mean,
the exercise will be good for you. Yeah, get those lungs cleared up.
Get those lungs cleared up. I mean, the lungs are jacked up a little bit nowadays, but you're absolutely right. I got to change everything, and it starts from the inside.
That's right. That's right. Well, good luck with that, Kendall.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I'll keep you up to date. What's going on?
Yeah.
Thank you.
We can't wait to meet the new you, Kendall.
The new me is on the way.
Great.
Everybody has a goal, and I'm sure that you have a goal too. Well, we want to hear about it. So email us or call us. We want to hear from you. We want to know what we can do to help you reach your goals and help change your life one goal at a time. Everybody has a dream, but a dream becomes a goal when you put some great principles and tools to it, and we will be your biggest fans and your biggest cheerleaders to help you reach your goals, changing your life, again, one goal at a time. Email us today. Now back to the show. Wow, wasn't that an amazing story about Kendall sharing his goal towards becoming new through not smoking anymore? I mean, what an incredible goal that he has. Do you think you can do it?
I know we can.
I think so too.
Absolutely.
I think you really can too. I'm excited. And it's going to be hard, but I would imagine that kind of like you, Tara, once you have your mind set on something, you can do it. New You takes a look at what's going on in your community. Here's Peter with a special feature on Whiskey Joe's. Peter?
Thanks for tuning in to the New You Show. I'm Peter, coming to you with our New You Road Special. We're here with Marty from Whiskey Joe's Bar and Grill, Tampa, Florida. Hey, Marty, how's everything?
Fantastic, Peter. How are you?
I'm great. Marty is the brand manager for Whiskey Joe's.
That's correct.
I'm here to ask you, when was the first time you had a New You moment in your life?
I think actually a New You moment in my life would be having the opportunity to work at this restaurant and just the fantastic views and the amazing vibe that happens here at Whiskey Joe's and what we do for the community here. And that's when I kind of felt it about 5 years ago.
Okay. Great. In becoming a brand manager, what was the biggest issue you had in becoming a brand manager?
Well, the biggest issue with being a brand manager is that you have to take a concept that nobody has, and you have to mold it into something that is going to be able to be projected out in a community, not only here in Tampa, but when you take a brand and you move it to other cities. We have our second Whiskey Joe's in Miami, and then we're looking at other sites in Fort Lauderdale and Pompano Beach. We have to have it ready to move out into these other cities to have the success here in Tampa translate into success in other cities in Florida. I always tell everybody that when you come to Whiskey Joe's, it's like a paradise in Tampa. It's a little bit of the island feel right here in Tampa. So that's what we like to project out from people coming all over from the United States, that it's a little bit different. So maybe they didn't take the plane to Jamaica or the islands, but when they come to Whiskey Joe's, they have that feeling, and that's what we like to project. That's our niche. That's what we want to develop.
Great, great. And what do you guys have any upcoming events or any artists coming up in the future week or months?
Yeah, we've had a lot of artists here. Capleton we had last year was a big show here. Had over 1,000 people on the beach. Our mainstay is music from the Caribbean. I like to say here at Whiskey Joe's, there's always something going on for somebody to enjoy. So it's not just your normal restaurant that you come to. You're going to get a little entertainment with it also.
For all our viewers out there that have never been to Whiskey Joe's Tampa, is there a way they could contact you? Do you have a website, Facebook, Twitter, or anything like that, please?
Yeah, we're on Twitter. We are heavily into Facebook. We have over close to 12,000 likes on Facebook right now. You could jump in our Facebook page, like us. We do post of what we got coming up the day of, a couple days before. And if you want to see our whole calendar of events, you could actually go on whiskeyjoestampa.com, click on our website. It also has the Miami location, so if you're down in Miami, you can see what they have going on. They also have live music on their deck too, so you could just click on our calendar and see what's coming up for the whole month.
Here on the New You Show, we leave no goal uncovered. And our next segment talks about new love. Yes, some of you may have had that on your goal list this year, finding new love. And our special guests, that's what they're talking about, how one of them in particular found new love, and it's been long and lasting ever since. So why don't we both go back and listen into the show. So what did you do this last Valentine's Day? What did you do to keep your love new or fresh or revive something that probably was dead, right? Or if you didn't have a love, what did you do to find love on Valentine's Day? There's lots of different things that you could have done, and I hope that you didn't stay at home and have a pity party, a woe is me party, because how many of those can you have every Valentine's Day, right? It's time to do something different to get different results, and that's what this show is about. It's about being new. So we want to encourage you today, and I have 3 other guests that are going to encourage you too, to find new love in your life. With me today, again, is
Deborah,
Jeanette, and Tara. So say hi, ladies.
Hi, ladies.
Hi.
So I'm so glad that you guys are here with me today to talk about being new and finding new love, right? First of all, let me tell you, it is tough, this whole dating scene I've heard. I've heard that people who really want to find a new mate, it's hard. And I heard that a lot of people do the internet and they have a lot of different issues with the internet. But I don't know what's best. You know, my situation is what I'm not talking about today. But what I can tell you is that I encourage people to find new love because that's my journey right now too. What about you guys? Have you guys been on a journey ever in your life where you were looking for a good, wonderful new love?
Actually, I have been. Actually had to find myself first before I could find that new love. Had to love me before learning to love someone else.
Right.
So if you can be happy with you, the person you do find, they will actually enhance your happiness instead of trying to make you happy.
Absolutely.
So you have to do that for yourself first. Love you and let you be your Valentine.
I completely agree with that, and I think if you don't love yourself, then how can you know what love really is, right?
Correct.
I mean, my goodness, I can imagine that someone who doesn't love themselves, they're probably really selfish, they're prideful, they're someone who, they don't know how to take care of you or us as women, right? It probably would be really tough, and so I think exactly what you said is right on. You have to be able to love yourself. Exactly. And so for Valentine's Day, why not have like your own chocolates, right? Send yourself a card, send yourself flowers, right? I mean, that would have been a great idea for us to have done this last Valentine's Day.
Exactly.
And I hope that you at home, you did something like that. I really do, because it doesn't matter whether you have someone in your life or you don't. It's good for you to take care of you and love yourself first. So I have a question, because something that you said really sparked me. When it comes to being able to transform ourselves and to become new, how does someone try to love themselves? I guess you have to spend time with yourself to know who you are, know what you want out of life, to even learn what it is that you love. Do you have any thoughts about that?
Take those variables out of other people. Take those variables out as to what other people think of you, what they expect of you, and learn what to expect of yourself. So if you don't know what you like to do, find out what you like to do. If you like music and that soothes you, then sit and listen to music and be happy amongst just yourself in your own 4 walls. So again, it goes back to being able to love yourself. And then you can reach out to others and not be in this box that they expect you to be. You can be freely to be you.
I completely agree, and I don't know, Deb and Tara, if you guys have an opinion about this, but sometimes I've just enjoyed being by myself, not doing anything. Happy and content with just me. Finding out what it is that I like to do, finding out who I really am, finding out the things that I really liked when I was a kid, what things kind of stuck with me versus the things that I kind of matured into, right? I really like that free time, that me time, so I can discover who I am and really, really love myself.
I'm a big believer that in order to get love, you got to give love. And a lot of times we treat other people, sometimes even strangers, better than we treat ourselves.
Exactly.
So in order to observe for me, you know, the kindness that I want to receive, I try and put that out there and, you know, give that love. And of course, you do have to love yourself and ask yourself those questions. I really appreciate and respect what you said, Jeanette, because it is so true. And, you know, if you don't love yourself, how can anybody else? But I think every day should be Valentine's Day.
Exactly.
I don't think it should just be celebrated one day a year. I think that we should celebrate each other and love each other and shower each other with kindness and gifts and chocolates and flowers as much as possible.
I love that. And I think something that's so key about what you said is it's not even about somebody else. And in fact, it's not only about us. It's about other people. And so finding love, and Deb, you probably can appreciate this too, it's in others that are around us, our family, right? There's love relationships there that can be new, right? So it's about finding out what those things are to make them new. Do you agree?
Yes, I agree. And actually, I have a question. So now that you've discovered yourself, and same with you, how do you find new love? What steps do you take to find new love now that you've found yourself?
So take the find out and let love happen.
Okay.
Take the find out. Don't search. Don't go out with the intent, I'm going to go to, you know, the club and I'm going to find love, or I'm going to go on the internet and I'm going to find love. Because now you've set that expectation, and when you don't, then you're discouraged and you go right back into that small little box you tried to come out of. So let love happen. As you expose the new you, you're going to flourish, because now you know who you are. You can actually attract the person you want. They're going to be attracted to you because now you have a new personality. You have a new flower to smell.
That's an excellent point.
It is. I like that.
Thank you.
That's neat. Was that yours? Was that your thought yourself?
Actually, it was.
That's really cool.
So you didn't get that from a Hallmark card?
No, I did not. No. Actually, it's
like
come
one.
a lot from experience, because I had to reinvent myself. I was in this box of how women should be and what we should do and what others expect of us. And I had to come out of that box and say, hey, I want to do me. And whoever doesn't like it, so what? If they do like it, then come in and be with me. So I had to do that for myself, and that's where I got that from, is to learn to love me first. And then once I love who I am, it's going to shine no matter where I am.
It sounds like you brought someone in to be with the new you. Is that right? Do you have a special new love in your life?
I do. I have a new love of 17 years.
Oh my gosh,
and that
that's
love,
wonderful.
I tell you, when I finally had that transformation and exposed myself to me, there was no way I could miss out on this love. He's definitely a keeper.
Wow.
He is just a blessing in my life. So we are actually peas in a pod, just as you said earlier.
That's awesome. And so was he your first love, or had you been in love before?
Oh, I thought I was in love many times. Been married, divorced. I thought love of what I thought was love. But then when I really found myself and realized what real love is, that's what actually opened my eyes to him. And he was rough around the edges, so was I.
Yeah.
We had to grow together, learn to trust each other, communicate with each other, because the basis of any good relationship is to have communication and trust. Right. You can't talk, you can't communicate, you don't know what each other's feeling or thinking, you can't trust each other.
Wow.
That's very encouraging.
It is. Hi, I'm Shay Olivia. Thank you so much for watching the show today and being part of this journey to help people change their lives one goal at a time. We are so excited that you're part of this with us as we go journey through journey about exploring things that are new. New love, new money, new wealth, new health, new body, new passions, everything new. And we want to help you meet your goals too. That's right. All you have to do is email us or call us, and we'll be glad to reach out to you to help you change your life one goal at a time. We have great people here that really want to help you accomplish what you want to accomplish. We'll be your biggest fans and your biggest cheerleaders too, helping you reach your goals. So call us today, don't delay, do something today towards your destiny.